Hello there, you're now with me, Cheryl Shamato, for TVS English News at 5. Let's get to the headlines. Malaysia today experienced the rare partial solar eclipse phenomenon in conjunction with the hybrid solar eclipse phenomenon that occurs north of the Australian continent. Viewing programs were held at the National Planetarium in Tawau, Sabah, as well as several select locations organised by Science, Technology and Innovation Ministry. In Kuching, Sarawak, visibility of the eclipse was at 30%, while the coverage of 1% to 15% in Peninsular Malaysia and 34% in Kota Kinabalu in Sabah. The highest coverage was in Tawau at 43%. Meanwhile, the last solar eclipse occurred on June 21, 2020. Six cases of the COVID-19 caused by the new XBB.1.16 or ARCTURUS variant have been detected in the state. Director of the Institute of Health and Community Medicine IHCM of UNIMAS, Professor Dr. David Pereira, disclosed this in his latest report to Sarawak State Disaster Management Committee Chairman Dr. Ahmad Douglas Uga Embas earlier today.
He said the ARCTURUS variant has been responsible for the dramatic rise in positive cases recently in India and other countries. He added that given the detection of the ARCTURUS variant in the state, the general public is strongly advised to be aware of the heightened risks of infection. He advised everyone must take the necessary precautions to avoid infection, especially during the coming festive season. Dr. Pereira further said the other variant detected is the XBB.1.11.1. 12 cases had been detected and which had been circulating predominantly in the Southeast Asia. Meanwhile, he said his team is tracking the SARS-CoV-2 variants circulating in Sarawak had successfully sequenced 33 samples between February 20th to April 13th, 2023. These samples are positive cases obtained predominantly in Kuching, with Serian reporting 1 case and Cebu with 2 cases.
After 3 years of silence, long-awaited PESTA KAUL MUKAH is set to return on a grand scale this coming April 29. The 4-day event, which officially starts on April 26, will see waves of international visitors and locals from all walks of communities, as all gathering activities are on a hiatus since 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
KAUL MUKAH 2023 Organising Chairman Tan Sri Datuk Seri Dr. Muhammad Leo Toyat Abdullah told this when met after a courtesy call to the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, at his office at Wisma Bapa Malaysia, Kuching on Thursday.
Kita menjemput Premier Yang Berhormat Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri for the opening ceremony of the KAUL, MUKAH KAUL, which we have not been holding for last 3 years. So every KAUL come for his opening ceremony. That will be on the 29th. This year, I think we have more bigger than before. Hopefully, more visitors also, because now people can move around, and then we're inviting people. We start officially. It starts on the 26th to the 30th. So the PESTA itself, and then YAB will be there on the 29th. There'll be what they call the usual all talk competition, and then Pasaraya.
He also added that this year the committee had received 68 registrations of stalls for the festival, a bigger number compared to its previous event. Dr. Toyat also highlighted that more activities will be on its lineup this year, with an addition of the competitions and cultural exhibits.
There's a ladies competition, Mr. Jet, all this for the young people. Mostly related to the culture. The KAUL, this is PESTA KAUL itself. That's we're having. And then, of course, the KAUL, what they call traditional one, was held last March already, which is the, what they call adat lah. that is usually held before the fishing season. That one we cannot change, but this one PESTA we have to wait after fasting month. Okay, all right. So hopefully we have people come visit and have a good time. And now it's an open visit for the whole of state. Okay.
Meanwhile, the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, is expected to officially launch the opening ceremony this coming April 29th. Also present at the courtesy visit was Induk KAUL MUKAH 2023 Deputy Chairman Abdul Yaakob Arbi and Royston Valentine, along with the Federation of the Melanau Association Sarawak (PPMS) delegates.
Cultivating a lifelong learning among youth requires inclusive and equitable education system. In support of this, the Sarawak Initiative TSI plans to organize an educational workshop by this year end.
The main topic of our discussion was the proposal to hold a workshop on education relating to Sarawak. We exchanged a lot of ideas with Abang Jo, with YAB, and we thank him very much for his ideas and nasihat and so on. And we are happy that he supports the idea of this workshop, which may be held maybe this year as soon as we can fix it. This is going to be a very important forum, and it augurs well for the future of young people in terms of quality education.
Sidi said this when met after paying a courtesy call to the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg at Wisma Bapa Malaysia on Thursday. Meanwhile, its secretary, Goh Leng Yu, stressed that the organisation backs the Premier's vision, especially in education.
I think support the Premier's vision for Sarawak in terms of education. So I think it's a very far-sighted vision that Sarawakians should all support. It's for the younger generations. So that's the reason why the Sarawak Initiative take a very keen interest to give our Premier the full support on his vision for Sarawak education.
Also present during the visit was the Sarawak Initiative's advisor, Datuk John Tenewi Nue, and Deputy Chairman Dr. Hamsawi Sani.
Parents are advised to always supervise their children playing with fireworks during the Aidilfitri celebration. They should also assess the suitability of the fireworks, as even low explosive levels could pose significant risks to children.
Ya, sekarang ini menjual mercun dibenarkan di bawah undang-undang berbanding dengan dahulu. Jadi orang tak sembunyi-sembunyi lagi menjual mercun, tak sembunyi lagi orang nak membeli. Jadi sekarang ini yang penting ialah kita menjaga keselamatan anak-anak kita. Yang membeli mercun tu kanak-kanak biasanya. Mereka suka seronok sebab tengok api dia, warna-warni dia, tetapi kadang-kadang mereka tidak sedar bahawa kalau mereka cuai ianya boleh menjadi membawa kehancuran, boleh melakukan menjadi kemalangan kepada mereka. Jadi maka sebagai orang tua, sebagai ibu bapa, sebagai penjaga anak-anak ini, kita awasi mereka bermain mercun ini. Kerana yang susah bukannya anak-anak tu saja yang sakit. Yang susah ialah ibu bapa, keluarga yang perlu juga menjaga mereka di hospital. Jadi ini adalah musibah yang kita tidak mahu menimpa keluarga kita. Jadi
She said this when met by the media after the YKN Iftar Kasih Ramadan ceremony in Putrajaya on Wednesday.
The Sarawak Road Transport Department (JPJ) will deploy its enforcement personnel and disguised as passengers on buses in conjunction with the OS Bersepadu Road Safety Operation for Aidilfitri. Its director Norizan Jili said that the random enforcement measure aims to keep Sarawak bus drivers vigilant and compliant with traffic rules during the Aidilfitri celebration to prevent any untoward incidents.
Previously, a similar move was made where Sarawak JPJ issued several summonses, but only for non-critical offences such as smoking. He said this after carrying out a spot check at the Kuching Central Bus Terminal on Thursday. He continued on by saying that the Sarawak JPJ carried out coordinated inspection at major bus terminals across the state, including Cebu and Miri. The National Anti-Drug Agency, AADK, also participated in the inspections to conduct urine tests on all bus drivers. JPJ had also set up roadblocks at 52 accident hotspots and would conduct checks on motorcycles since most fatal accidents involve motorcyclists and pillion riders.
Welcome back. Hector Ho Zijun has been selected to represent the country in the 2023 Sea Age Group Swimming Championships in Jakarta, Indonesia. The event will take place from August 31st to September 2nd. Hector, a member of the Miri Amateur Swimming Association, was handpicked for this prestigious opportunity. The fantastic news was revealed by Senadin Assemblyman Dr. Sri Lee Kim Shin during a meet-up with MASA at the Sarawak United People's Party SUPP's Nadin branch headquarters on Wednesday.
According to Lee, this is a continuation of the achievements of 7 previous swimmers who represented Sarawak in the Malaysia Invitational Age Group 2023 Swimming Championship in Kuala Lumpur last week.
And Miri contributed 3 gold, 4 silver and 10 bronze. Yeah. And one of the swimmer, Hector Ho Rezun, was selected to represent Malaysia in the Southeast Asia Age Group. Represent Malaysia, which will be held in Jakarta. When?
31st August until September.
31st August to September.
Hence, he sees the successes of MASA swimmers as a proof of the potential of swimmers from Miri and wants Miri to have a swimming coach who could train swimmers in Miri to represent Sarawak on the international level.
And that's why I've been emphasizing that Miri used to be the powerhouse for swimming before, you know? And we hope that Miri will get a good coach here, and so that we'll be able to train more potential swimmers to represent Sarawak, and even at the national level, you can see from this recent this age group swimming competition.
16-year-old Hector won 3rd place for the 100-meter breaststrokes and 50-meter freestyle categories, a bronze medal for the 4x100-meter freestyle relay and 4x100-meter mixed relay, and silver for the 50-meter breaststrokes category. Lee also handed over an incentive of 10,000 ringgit to MASA for their achievements and will contribute another 5,000 in the future for the purpose of more training activities for MASA members.
And that wraps up TVS News at 5. I'm Shal Shamato. Thank you for watching.